Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Ringside Recap. I am your host, Ninja the Ninja, and let's get started with Friday Night Smackdown. So y'all, welcome back to the show, and we are literally 24 hours away from Backlash tomorrow, and I will be giving you my review on Backlash, so be on the lookout for that tomorrow night or early Sunday morning. And I don't know, I feel like this Friday night gonna be a little bit boring, because I know everyone's preparing for tomorrow, so I feel it'll be a little bit boring, but I'm actually pretty excited to see the memorial funeral service for the gingerbread man. I think that's gonna be probably the best thing of the night. And then I think I saw they're gonna have a Cody and Gunther thing going on, but nobody really cares about that. And here's another thing I saw on my social media. Backlash starts at 6 o'clock tomorrow, right? And they're only gonna have like a handful of matches for the pay-per-view, and most of them people are going to be able to see it on ESPN2, and then the other like 4 remaining matches is going to be on the actual Ultimate plan. So I wonder how that's going to be like, especially if you're paying for extra to see the pay-per-views. I think that's kind of crazy. If you want to put all of them on pay-per-view, put all of them on the pay-per-view and let Emma watch it all unlimited. Don't put like a handful of matches on TV for free and then want everybody to pay the extra couple dollars for the Ultimate. It just makes sense. And here's nothing that caught my eye. I seen on my TikTok, my YouTube, Instagram, that a lot of people who do reactions and stuff on WWE, they're getting copyright strikes and claims. Their channels are getting taken down, their pages are getting deleted. Like, they're saying that WWE does not want people to basically capitalize on their money. So that is kind of crazy, because you're all in this new wave, and this is how things get, viral when people is sharing it, and now you're stopping that from happening. So I don't know what WWE got going on, but it's not going in the right direction. And this is why I was very scared for myself to clip videos and post them on my videos on here, because I feel like this was going to happen to me, and I'm happy I didn't. I'm just going over what went down during the match and my opinion about it, and a little bit of a reaction, but not how normal people do the reactions now. So I don't know. And here's another thing that caught my eye. There's a rumor going out that Tama Tonga and Shinsuke Nakamura are going to get released. And I literally just saw a little snippet of Solo and Tyler Tonga walking in the backstage or whatever for tonight's match with them in it. And Tama Tonga was not there. He was not there in the little clip. But that don't mean that he's not there, but he's definitely not in the little clip that they showed them walking together. So I guess we're going to keep an eye out for probably this weekend to see if they get released. That is crazy. They got rid of half of MFT. To be crazy. And they're only just keeping Solo and Tyler. I don't know. I guess we're going to see what's going to happen within the weekend or next week, probably, if not. But after all that, let's get started with the show. So guys, the show opens up with Jika Fatu going to the ring and basically going through the whole spiel that he's not scared of Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns, since he's been born, has been labeled as the future, while when he was born, he was labeled just a throwaway, basically. He was trying to talk some more about his future and Roman's future, but the Usos come out and interrupt Jacob and basically saying the same thing they have been saying for the past 2-3 weeks, that Jacob, you're not ready for Roman Reigns. He's going to embarrass you in front of your family, and then you're going to have to acknowledge him because you lost to him, yada yada yada. And here is my thing with this family thing. Y'all are claiming that y'all are cousins, so if he loses in front of his family, it's also your family. I guess I didn't want to say household, then yeah, that'd be much better. You're gonna lose in front of your own household, because like, if he loses, that's just you losing in front of your whole family, the whole entire family. But anyway, but Jacob was like, I'm not gonna lose, cause I'm gonna take that championship from Roman. There's no such thing as losing in my book. Basically, is what Jacob said, and they both just go on and yawn about the same thing that, they've been saying for the past week. And basically at the end of the segment, Jacob told the Usos, or basically warned them, if you two get involved, I'm gonna burn the whole family tree down. So this is where I get kind of like prediction heavy. I wonder if Solo and Tyler are going to come out and support this somehow, or are they going to join with Usos and Roman, or vice versa? They're going to join with Jacob. I wonder if that is a possibility. I feel like that can actually happen. It sounds like it could happen, so I don't know. So then we get a little promo cut with Kathy and Nick Aldis, and they really didn't say much. They're just going over the whole Gunther situation, on how he is a member of Raw, but I think he's eventually gonna go to Smackdown or something like that. And then you get Ricky Sins come through, and he's gloating himself, basically saying that he went against Cody Rhodes, and now tonight he's gonna go against Zack Ryder, and he does not like that. And Zack Ryder is like, who cares? I'll see you in the ring later. So I don't know. It's a pretty good segment with Jacob. We did not need that little segment at all with the rest of them, but we'll see. So we get another little quick segment with Jacob Fatu and Royce Keys, and Royce is basically just hyping up Jacob and basically telling him, you know what, I'm happy for you, I hope you go against Roman, just hyping him up, and have another little flashback of what they were wrestling together, they have no money, yada yada yada. So then Jacob walks off for the night, and then Royce gets in front of Solo, and Solo basically tells Royce Keys, hey, look, Roman is my family, and we are running out of time. So I wonder how this is going to play out. I am going to make a prediction. I think that Solo and them are going to get involved with Royce Keys trying to help Jacob, or Royce Keys is going to partner up with Solo. I'm calling it. But I can't wait till tomorrow. I want to see how they're going to play this one out. I don't know. So, y'all, the first match of the night, we had Tiffany Stratton versus Kiana James for the Women's United States Championship. and this was a good match between both women. I really like Kiana James. I really hope that they're breaking her and Julia up. I think she would be a good star by herself. But at the end of the match, Julia ended up causing some type of distraction that took away the chance for Kiana to get seen by the ref, and Tiffany ended up capitalizing on this opportunity, and she ends up hitting her moonsault on Kiana and retaining her championship. So I'm gonna give that match. I'm gonna give it a good like 7 out of 10. It was a good match, a good women's match. Um, so then we get a quick little sneak peek of a little bit of the funeral with the gingerbread man, and Sammy is, looking at the gingerbread man. So then R-Truth comes around and give his condolences to Sammy and tells Sammy that him and the gingerbread man look alike, and Sammy is just livid. He can't stand that. So I think they're gonna end up having this memorial at the end of the show. So I'll tell you what that looks like at the end. So y'all, the next segment we get a quick little segment with Rhea Ripley, Charlotte, and Alexa. Basically, them three are gonna be in a 6-woman tag team match later on during the show against Fatal Influence. And basically, it's just all of them having a little cat fight with each other. Mainly just Rhea and Charlotte. Both of them trying to see who's bigger or not. And Alexa is like, you know what? Cut this out. We're going to be a team. Let's be a team. Let's be team players and everything. And Rhea and Charlotte are just kit-katting at each other. So that was it for that. So then we get a quick little segment with Damian Priest and R-Truth. R-Truth is not 100% clear to compete for tonight, so this is how the match between Damian and Tyler came around. And basically, Damian is trying to tell R-Truth to stay away because they're going to try to get to you to get to me, and I don't want you to get hurt any more than you are. And I have a plan for them because me and the Judgment Day know how to do the numbers game. And R-Truth was like, you know what? I don't want to do this while me being there, I'll say. And Damien's just like, you know what? It's okay. I got it. Don't worry. Stay back. So that is going to happen next. So, y'all, the next match of the night, it was Damian Priest versus Tyler Tonga. And this match was okay. Pretty quiet match. Just two big men going after each other. So, it was a good match. But, of course, Solo had to get involved. And then Tama Tonga came out. So, I guess that kind of quieted down some of the rumors that he was getting released. Because he came out and also tried to cause a distraction to Damian. But then R-Truth came out and he tried to help Damian, but that didn't work. Tyler ended up capitalizing on the opportunity and he got the win against Damian. So at the end, MFT was trying to jump Damian and Truth, but then Royce Keys came out of nowhere and basically stopped it, making it an even 3-on-3. So I guess we'll see how that is going to happen. I guess he's just getting his lick back because Tyler and them did jump Royce last week, so I don't know. But Royce did kind of look kind of weird at Solo and them, so I don't know. I wonder how this is going to turn out for him. But the next thing we had, it was Danhausen trying to do a who wants to sign up to be his tag team partner tomorrow, and he has no signatures. So then The Miz and Kit Wilson basically was making fun of him and saying that Backlash is going to come early because you don't have no partner. And basically Kit Wilson was like, the only person that's going to team with you is yourself. And Kit did have a mirror in his hand, like looking at himself through the mirror. So As Danhausen looked at himself through the mirror, that gave him an idea of Danhausen is going to be his own partner with himself. So I really hope this is not going to be the midget thing from WrestleMania, or I don't know. But guess we see tomorrow how that's going to play out. Okay, y'all, the next segment of the night, we had Paul Heyman, Gunther, and Cody Rhodes. So basically, Gunther now is a part of Smackdown due to Paul Heyman's favor that he owns Gunther for getting rid of Seth Rollins and all the other stuff. So as Gunther and Paul and Nick Aldis was talking in the back, Cody comes down to the ring and basically interrupts their little time they had in the backstage. And Cody just goes on about Gunther, and Paul Heyman comes out and basically hands Cody a contract for a match against Gunther in the Clash of something. I can't remember where they said it, but it's somewhere over there near Europe and all them. So they're having that, and Cody and Paul just going at it back and forth. And Cody is like, you know what? You don't have Roman, you don't have CM Punk, you don't have Seth Rollins, you don't have no one backing you up for nothing. All you have now is just Gunther. And Paul Heyman is like, you know what? I'm not an advocate for Gunther, but whenever someone needs help, they always know where to find the wise man. So as Paul Heyman was walking away, Gunther comes from the crowd and tries to jump Cody, but Cody was on his ones and twos, and he not allowed Gunther to really get to him. Gunther tried to put Cody in his submission lock, but like I said, Cody was on it, and he was on top of Gunther the whole time. Gunther was trying to attempt to attack Cody, and Cody basically like, you know what, Gunther, it's gonna be me and you. You're not gonna retire me or put me away like you did everybody else. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get Gunther and Cody the next pay-per-view. So for the Undisputed Championship. Now we jump into another segment with MFT, Solo, Tyler, and Tama Tonga. All of them having a little conversation. And Solo says something that he will be perfect for this group. You know, we need him for this group. Now, I'm trying to figure out who is that he's talking about. Is he talking about Royce Keys? Like I said earlier, I feel like it's Royce Keys. But then Tama Tonga is like, you know what? Royce Keys is making us look like a fool. I'm going to handle him. Whatever. And Tyler tries to get involved to stop Tama, but Solo was like, don't do it. He won't do it by himself. Let him figure it out by himself. So I don't know. I wonder who they talking about. I want to say it is Royce. I think Royce is going to cross Jacob. I think he's holding this out. I think he's going to cross Jacob. But we're going to see tomorrow. I think that's what's going to happen. I hope so. Hope I get the prediction right. Okay, y'all, the next match of the night, we had Matt Cardona, and look, before y'all say something, I did say Zack Ryder earlier. I meant Matt Cardona, but it's him going against Ricky Saints, and this match was okay. I did not really care for it. I feel like it could have been better, or maybe I just didn't like Matt Cardona as a choice, because last week you had Ricky going against Cody, and now you drop down to Matt Cardona. So I didn't really care for this, but at the end, Ricky Saints got the win over Matt Cardona. So the next thing we're going to talk about is Sami Zayn once again mad about the Gingerbread Man's funeral memorial, and now he's trying to consult himself with Johnny Gargano. And Johnny Gargano had been doing this plank thing for like almost 6-something months by now. So then he tries to go talk to Rey Fenix, and Rey Fenix is just not on Sami's side. It's like, I'm all for the gingerbread. And Sami is beside himself. He can't stand it. So then we see Paige and Brie Bella walking to the ring for the match against the ladies for the 6-woman tag team match. And then Danhausen just ran past Brie and still took a chunk of her hair. And Brie's like, what was that? And Paige like, I don't know. Because they kind of got distracted by a ladder that fell behind them. I guess that was caused by Danhausen. And then Danhausen literally is like hiding behind like a box, a storage box. And you can see him in the corner of like the camera picture in the corner. But I don't know. I know Danhausen is not about to create somebody out of thin air. I, I don't know. Like I said, we're not gonna see until tomorrow. So okay, y'all. So the next segment we had Brie Bella, Paige, Fatal Influence, and the Unresistible Forces, Lash Legend, and Nia Jax. Now y'all can see I do have a special guest currently right now in my arms. My cat, Pepper, who has been demanding me to pick him up for the past couple minutes, so we're gonna hold him while I go through this. So, Brie and Paige basically comes out and says how the Judgment Day ladies are coming out of their championships, and no matter who it is, that was gonna be the champion. So then you have Fatal Influence try to come out and try to give their 2 cents to Brie and Paige about everything. So they all get to the ring and they get in the faces of Brie and Paige. So then you have Nia Jax and Lash Legend coming out and they want a piece of Paige and Brie Bella, and they end up jumping Brie Bella and Paige, and that was it for that segment. I guess they're trying to make their point known to everybody that they want their championship back, and they're going to do what they need to do to get them back. So y'all, the next match of the night was Charlotte, Alexa, and Rhea Ripley versus Fatal Influence. And this match was a pretty good match. A pretty good 6-woman tag team match. I enjoyed it. Was it the best match of the night? No. But it was a good match between all the ladies. And it could have went out great if Jade and didn't come back. So Jade ended up knocking out Rhea Ripley, and Fatal Influence ended up catching the win. And Jade got in the ring and scared off Fatal Influence, and then Mia Yim and B-Fat came and jumped Alexa and Charlotte. So I guess they're back. Don't know what their role will be right now. I guess to go back after for Rhea in the championship. I don't know. I was hoping she could be gone a little longer than that. But I don't know. So I guess we're gonna see how that is gonna turn out for the next couple weeks or so. We probably not gonna get a match between them two. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna say SummerSlam. I feel like it's good for them to do SummerSlam than the other pay-per-view that's coming up. So then we get another little snippet of Royce Keys, and then the Usos try to warn Royce Keys to stay away from the family business because you might catch Roman's attention. And Royce Keys is like, whatever. So, I don't know. So, y'all, the last match of the night, we had Tama Tonga versus Royce Keys. And this match was okay. It was a pretty okay match. I really won't say it was entertaining. Tama did had Tyler and Solo behind him, but since Solo told Tyler to don't get involved, he couldn't get involved. Even though Tyler was trying to do his best to help his brother Tama, it just didn't work because Solo stopped him every time. And of course, Tama lost the match to Royce Keys. And now next Friday, I guess we're gonna see the fate of Tama Tonga, or if he gets released by this weekend. I don't know. I really don't know. But as that was happening, Royce Keys and Solo kind of had like a little stare down, and Royce kind of like stepped out the ring slowly. It was kind of just watching himself between um, Solo and Tyler, but I don't know. I think he's trying to recruit Royce, and I can see it happening just to get under Jacob's skin tomorrow, but I don't know. So then we get a quick little Danhausen segment of him doing a science experiment, him trying to make a clone of himself or of someone for tomorrow at Backlash. So I guess we're gonna see how that turns out. But the experiment kinda didn't work, so I guess he is still trying to put in the numbers and do the math of how to clone himself. So y'all, we get a quick little bit of a segment with Tama Tonga and Shinsuke Nakamura, which is another one that they said they want to get rid of. So I guess they were saying, psych, we're not going to get rid of him yet because y'all said that we were. So now we're going to just water this down as much as we can. Shinsuke basically telling Tama, why you still here? I thought you'd been gone by now. And it basically is trying to open Tama's eyes up to the MFT. And Tyler basically tells Shinsuke to back off from my brother, or you're going to find out what's going to happen to you. So, yeah. So, y'all, we are in the last segment of the night, and unfortunately, it is the memorial service of the Gingerbread Man. I mean, Trick Williams came out in the black mink at this time. He was not playing no games. He threw the white one away for the day and brought out the black mink, all for Mr. Gingerbread Man. He had a glass of milk and poured it out for Mr. Gingerbread Man. He went in. He had a casket, we had roses, we had a choir. Trick and the choir sang a good song for Gingerbread Man. Then they had a whole AI montage of all Gingerbread Man's accomplishments. Talking about graduation from high school, college, getting a job at WWE, doing all this random stuff. And it was a beautiful service for the Gingerbread Man. But, of course, Sami Zayn had to come out and ruin it. And just be complaining about how the Gingerbread Man is getting this funeral and wasting the time. How TV time used to be so precious. And now we're doing funerals for a Gingerbread Man. Then he goes off yelling about Trick and how he's going to take the championship from Trick. And just goes on and on. The same Sami thing we heard every week. So then Sami decides, you know what, I said what I said, and then he jumps Trick Williams. He jumps Trick, beat up a little bit, but we get a shock of the lifetime as the Gingerbread Man rolls up like Undertaker and came out and attacked Sami, but Little Yachty was in the Gingerbread Man costume the whole time and ended up beating Sami with a kendo stick that was wrapped like a candy cane. And then Trick hit Sami with his trick shot, and that was the end of the show for the week and the funeral. Well, so-called funeral? I don't know. Or they just skinned the Gingerbread Man and put Yachty in the costume. I don't know. But, yeah, that was the end of the show. So, I'm gonna give the show, I'm gonna give it a good 6. It had good moments. It had bad moments, like stuff I didn't really care for. I won't say bad. I'll just say stuff I didn't care for. I'll say my favorite match, honestly, probably was Tiffany and Kiana's. I think I had more interest in that match compared to any other match of the night. But I want to hear y'all thoughts about this whole MFT situation with Royce Keys. I'm curious on how they're going to do this and how they're going to set this up with Jacob. I know they're going to do this tomorrow. So I'm not gonna keep y'all much longer. We got a big night tomorrow, so I'm gonna cut this short with my rambling. But thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and hope y'all continue to do that. And I want to give a shout out to subscriber number 8. Thank you so much, subscriber number 8, for subscribing to the channel. I am always grateful, and I am so happy for this opportunity. But after all that, be sure y'all stay blessed, love one another, and mental health matters. Bye.